One-sided late.
Yeah, we kind of danced around there early. Hector, it wasn't as sharp as we've seen him, I think, early, but he kept finding ways, at least the first 4 innings, to keep him off the board. Odor got him going with a big 2-out single, and we just couldn't push the right buttons after that. We're trying to find the right matchups to keep it tied at first, and then keep it close, and the floodgates opened. I think 14 runs in the last 4 innings or whatever it was. So, Hamels, I don't know if he was particularly sharp, but did a nice job of containing us for the most part. So, you'd like to get greedy and try to finish off a sweep, but we didn't do it. So we'll take the series, and guys get a day to kind of back off and hopefully come back for the Royals.
You mentioned that Odor single in the 5th. Hector was really close to getting out of not his cleanest outing, but getting out pretty unscathed.
Yeah. Pitch count was getting up there, and I wanted him to have a chance at Odor, and he got to a full count, and he tried to challenge him. The guy's got big numbers and runners in scoring position. He kind of likes the spotlight, and he went after him, and he hit the ball by Dozier there. So it was a good battle for Hector. I think he hung in there pretty well, given that he wasn't as sharp as, like I said, as we've seen.
And there's so much on his mind right now. How much did that affect him?
I talked to him after the game. I just want to praise him for the effort he gave us, and I'm sure that's it's got to be in your mind as you're out there trying to do your work. So he'll go take care of what he needs to take care of.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You guys had the 8th best ERA among the bullpen in baseball tonight. I mean, you've been an above-average bullpen. Is this just one of those anomalies where kind of all happens at once?
Well, 20 games isn't a huge measuring stick. We're still trying to find ways to. We're not lined up like we have set guys for set roles. We're still kind of mixing and matching at times, and to get Rogers in there in the 6th inning was a little abnormal, but I thought that the game was kind of in the balance at that particular point. He hit Scal leading off the inning, and he wasn't particularly sharp. We got Duffy in there to try to get a ground ball or a strikeout, and he gets ahead, and then he spikes one, and I was a little surprised he didn't go back to the curveball a couple more times, and Andrus gets the base hit, and then another wild pitch. So just kind of deteriorated. The bullpen's they've been doing a good job overall. Tonight, not their best moment.
You see Rogers hit a guy, and Duffy kind of yanks that one. Is that kind of a sign where they kind of need to just calm down in those situations?
Duffy's been good. We've had him in some tough roles here early. I thought it was a good matchup the way he'd been throwing the ball. He was rested. First 2 pitches, you're going, yeah, maybe this could work out. And then it didn't take long before, they had 4 runs.
Another good night for Buxton. He's
Really
starting
good
to
night.
really take now.
He didn't strike out the series, did he?
First night.
Did he get one?
Reach base 8.
Close. Seeing pitches, taking pitches out of the zone that he's been swinging at, hitting the ball to right field. Finally getting a little bit of positive feedback on some of the things that we've been trying to, transition from practice to the game. So he's got to feel better. It's just a 3-game series, but it's remarkably remarkable the difference in what we saw in these 3 games and what we had seen previous to this point.
What did you think of Sano's tag on Odor and the ability to make the
We've
tag?
been talking about it almost every day that he does something that you wouldn't think that he would be able to do. I mean, he's playing way off the line, and we had a feeling they might challenge. It's almost a foot race to the bag in some regards, and to track the ball and be able to catch and apply, it was another outstanding play.